What's poppin'? Turn your speakers up.
Turn these speakers up.
You're locked into the illest girls next door.
You can bump it in your stereo.
On BoominLive.com.
First show, first show, ayy. First show, first show, ayy.
Hey, yo!
You see? Come on.
I'm trying. I don't know.
Got a little.
I don't really know. I don't really know how it works. So
Got a little box.
I bopped a little bit.
What is he about?
You saw me going like, I can't dance. And so I don't really want to embarrass myself on camera. You know.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that to you. This is Illest Girls Next Door, and I'm J Biz.
I'm Rissy.
And I'm Yanni. And today we have Mac, the producer, the artist, honestly the jack of all trades. So let's give a round of applause.
Our first guest of the new year, our first guest of 2022.
I'm so happy to be here, y'all. Y'all got a dope set, man. I really love it here.
Thank you.
I want to come here every month now.
Okay. Listen,
All right
we
now.
opposed to it. Subscription, let's go.
All
right now.
I'll try to be here. I'll definitely come back though. Definitely.
Look, see the interview
With every
ain't
new
even started
project.
yet, and he already know he coming back.
Nah, I'm serious. I'm coming back because I got mad songs coming out. You know.
Okay.
Every time I'm dropping something, I'm like, I'm gonna stop by.
Listen, we here for it.
No, I really like the vibe, man. I got treated. I felt like I was a superstar.
As you should.
And you feel me?
I'm telling you, you guys treated me like I was a superstar, like from the door. Like the service, they came downstairs to get me. They sent someone to pick me downstairs. They gave me water. Like set me in a nice room. Like it was like I'm like, oh whoa, I made it. I'm like, oh yeah, I made it.
We got you.
We got
The girls got you.
Because we are the illest.
Come on, okay. So how's your New Year's going?
Well, New Year's going fine. Like to be honest with you, at this point, like it's becoming like a blur. It's like the same thing. It's like okay. I seen it last year. Like it's the same. I just got to make sure I just like create different opportunity for myself. Like that's the only thing. But like to me, it's the same. I just gotta. It's me, me and my boy. Just gotta create new opportunities, like create new music and focus. But besides that, I felt like it was okay. It's the same thing. COVID's still here. I'm like, all right, okay.
That's the one.
She ain't go nowhere. Like leave.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Are you into like making New Year's resolutions, or are you one of those people that just like?
To be honest with you, I had a post on my Instagram that said, okay, for all the new me and the last 10 years that never came true, this year I'm gonna work on you guys to make you guys come true. Cause I said like, I felt that, I had a post and everybody was laughing. I'm like, yeah, it's true. I could. And like it's funny too. I said that, and one of my family members that set me up. Okay, I thought you said you had a New Year resolution. It's like 7 days. I haven't seen you working on it yet. I'm like, I'm working. Just give me time. I'm
Right, like we just got
only
here.
like 7 days. I'm like, yo, just give me time, okay? I got it.
What more do you want?
No, literally, like we just relax.
Yeah. So this year, that's like I'm really trying to work on certain things that I wanted to come true, and I didn't really focus on them. So this year is like one thing definitely is like create more music and stay focused, be in the studio working with new artists and create more opportunities for other artists and stuff like that.
Okay. So what were some big accomplishments that you had last year?
Last year, one of my biggest accomplishment was the first time one of my songs, Isolated, kind of took off. Like, I'm not saying like went viral, but I really like in France, and then like it kind of like organically did his thing. I didn't really put no promo because I do run the Facebook ads, you got to do the playlist, you got to do everything. This one just like took off, and I'm like, oh, like right now we're at like 600,000 streams on Spotify alone. And like one of those times, like when you start doing this for so long, you start seeing the data. The trend was kind of different for this one because like when usually when your Spotify goes, people you see like they have millions streams on Spotify, but when you check their Facebook, it doesn't match.
Gotcha.
So this one, like the YouTube start going crazy, and then like when I check the data, it's France, they love it. Okay, I'm like, and the song kept going and going. It's like it's actually a dope song, and just check it out, Isolated. And this the guy that's
it's on all platforms.
It's on all platforms, and the guys that's singing on it, his name is Ogasilachi. He's from Nigeria. Is like this super talented guy. I mean, like he can sing his ass off. He's good. And he's a genius. And respect to you, man. You're a genius. I'm saying that out here. Like, yo, you're a genius. You're good, bro. Thank you for this.
So that means we gotta go check him out now.
No, he's good. Like, if you check his song, sometimes I'm kind of this guy. Like, he gave me this song, when I go check his songs, I'm like, damn, his song's kind of better than mine. Than what he gave me. I've been like, oh, I wish he gave me this song instead of, but like, yo, it is what it is. But he's really good. I really like he's one of the artists. I'm like, yo, this guy, man, he has the potential to become a superstar. Like, that's a fact. Like, that's one thing. Shout out to that's one thing I was really proud of. And the second thing is I dropped my album, so the same 2021, my album called The Art. So I dropped it and shot a couple videos, and it was like I did a lot of things musically like last year, so I accomplished a lot, and so I felt like great because that's the only year I did so much.
Right.
Musically, I had videos, album, and that song that kind of took off, and I had a lot of people calling me like, "Oh man, this song is great." A lot of people called me. Like usually when I drop a song, I gotta text everybody, go check my song out. Like, yo, check it out, check it out. Go, I'm texting like 100 people, and then I usually try the organic way before I start putting money towards the ads.
Yeah.
So, and then like this time, I didn't have to do it. They just call me. Yeah, this song is great. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's what.
Isn't that a good feeling when like they reach out to you?
Oh yeah. And I'm telling you, and I had this. I don't know if you saw this post on my Instagram. This girl from England, she wrote me. She was like, oh my God, I just listened to Isolated. It's such a beautiful song. I didn't even know who she was. She just became such a fan of me. Like, she's a great fan. Follow me everywhere. And every time I post a song, she's just the first one to like. And then she wrote me. She was like, in 2021, you had such a great impact for me in the year with that song. I wish you a happy new year. Like, it was like, I got to read this message. I don't know what she said, but
Go ahead.
let me read this thing. Because, like, it was so long. And she was like,
she must have really like impacted you.
I'm telling her, I was like, whoa, it was so amazing. That's the type of thing that I like.
Yeah.
The money and the numbers, the streaming and all that stuff. It's cool.
It's cool, but when somebody personally you don't know hits you. Like,
and she was like, what did she say? I gotta go to the message. I'm sorry, guys. I mean,
No, do your thing.
She was like, hey, it's a bit late, but better late than never. Firstly, I wanted to wish you a very happy new year. And secondly, I just wanted to thank you for 2021. I'm like, okay. Allowing me to be part of your journey. I'm really grateful and honored. You really helped make a difference in my 2021, for my confidence, and I'll never forget that. I just wanted you to know that you have a positive impact in the world. Not many people show gratitude or let others know their impact, so I wanted to let you know that. I hope you have an amazing 2022, and may all the blessings swing your way. Thank you again. Like, I was like, okay.
That's tough. That's fine.
Like, shout out to you. You ever have certain soundtracks to your life, and it's like, this was my theme for 2021, and you got me through the summer, you got me through this hard time, like.
Yeah, so I was like.
That's beautiful to see in people.
And I was like, wow, thank you. And I told her, like, yo, she by saying that, like, that motivated me to just like, yo, I want more people to say that to me, so I want to keep going. So that was touching. So that's one good thing.
I love that. I love that. Like you said, it's things like that that really keep you going because you never know how much you impact someone. And that's something I think about on a daily, like with this, like the legacy that we're going to leave, that we're leaving now for future generations to come. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody watches our show or like watches our episode when they're having a bad day and it's like, they look forward to seeing us on the screen at 8 p.m. every Sunday. And it's like, it just, makes my heart all fuzzy and everything like that.
Yeah,
So tell us about how you started producing, like how you even got into music.
Well, I would like to say that, I'm from Haiti. So, I'm from Haiti. I'm Haitian. I was born in Port-au-Prince. And I got into my first, because I didn't know about hip-hop, Haiti, I was just like, more local music. Basically. So when I first heard hip-hop was Nellyville, the Nellyville album from Nelly. And I was like, oh, this is cool.
That's an interesting album to start off with.
Yeah, that's the first hip hop album I ever heard. And like, this is cool, And then I started getting into it. I started learning about Tupac, Biggie, and everybody else. I started like reading magazines and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. And the first time I wanted to make a beat was when I heard The Game, How We Do. And I was so fascinated how
because that beat is fire.
Dr. Dre, I'm like, oh, this is nice. I want to learn how to do this. And I still didn't know. So I had the opportunity to move up here in America. when I got here, and then that's when I started, Google was kind of fairly new around that time,
Yeah.
2005.
Right.
So I Googled, I was 14, I Googled like how to make beats. And then I found this program called, Acid, whatever. And I started making beats. I made my first beat, and it was trash. Like, literally, I'm talking about like really, really bad. And I still have it. I swear.
Okay.
It's for like,
I think everybody should keep
Keep
it
it,
like from the
I
beginning.
still have my first beat, and it's really, really, really bad. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
It's like GarageBand bad.
Worse.
It's worse than GarageBand.
I'm talking about really bad. I'm talking about like super trash, and I still have it. And I think I played it one time on my Instagram video, like, because I made a video like on all the beats that I made throughout the year, and I played it first. It was terrible. And I started there, and I never gave up. So I remember I made my second beat now, which was more like a lot of samples. I didn't. This time, I actually did not make this one. I just like put stuff together because all the stuff was already made. I just put it together to create a beat. I didn't actually play anything. And I called one of my friend. His name's Juice. I call him Juice. And I was like, "Yo, what do you think of this beat?" He's like, "Fire." It's still not good. It's like fire.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Oh, cool." My third beat, fire. So it gave me confidence. I'm like, "Yo, I'm nice now. I'm nice now." So I'm like, I think I'm like a junior in high school, and there was a couple girls. She was a rapper, and she was like, "Oh, I heard you made beats. Can you make me a couple beats?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got you," And I bought her a couple beats, and she's.
Wait, so you didn't make it? You bought it for her?
I made a couple tracks for her. A couple
Okay,
beats.
you made a couple tracks.
So I bought it to her. I bought it to her like on a CD back then. It was CDs. I bought a CD.
You
and
burned it on the CD.
Yeah, she played it. She started listening to it. Started laughing.
Oh.
Trash. Laughing. So I'm like, so that right there hurt. Because I'm like, yo, why the fuck this guy told me that shit? You know what I mean?
Right. Like, you lied to me. Like,
God, Juice, you lied to me, bro.
Oh my God, David Juice, like.
So, and I was like, that right there was motivation.
Okay,
That's
I like that.
That's what motivated me. Like, I'm about to go hard. I gotta get this. I gotta be the best. I gotta find a way to be the best. So I dedicated myself. So I started like learning. So I started learning how to play the keyboard a little bit. Just not really becoming like a full pianist type thing, but understand it. Once you understand it, you could start taking stuff from your head and put it on the keyboard. Now you could like create things.
Right.
So I came back to her like 3 months later. I'm back.
Yeah. Because I'm not about to leave this taste in your mouth. I'm not trash.
I'm back.
I'm not trash.
baby.
And then I played her a couple ones.
Yeah.
So like, oh my God, you actually got better. And then she didn't end up using them, but she told me I got better. And she was like, wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. And I kept going. Since then, I kept going. I started meeting people, and I graduated high school. And I went to school for music, but I did not get the chance to graduate. Okay. So I changed major to computer science or something like that. And then I came back. I went to SAE Institute. I don't know if you guys heard of SAE Institute. It's like a music school. Like,
Where is it located?
It's in New York City.
Okay.
It's in New York City, SAE Institute. I went there, just get my little, it's like a what you call that, like a. What you get when you go to technical school? What kind of diploma you get? Like a technical diploma? Like it's not
it's not a certificate. It is a certificate. Okay.
It's certification. I got a
Certified.
certification, for like engineer and stuff like that. And then I started really doing it. Built my little studio at home. I started doing it fully, and I started recording local artists. Yeah. And then just from there, and then like I'm here now. That's basically what happened. That's how it started. And I accomplished a lot more stuff, Met other artists, had other opportunities, like great opportunities to create good music and get my foot in the door, people knowing my name and stuff like that in New York and stuff like that.
So for your beats right now, are you kind of like going with like the trend and like what's hot right now, like when you produce like your beats?
To be honest with you, I don't try to follow trend. I really follow my heart.
Okay.
But, just put a big but there.
Big butt.
If I have to follow the trend, I follow it just to stay relevant.
Just to stay relevant.
Okay.
I would do it just to be like, yeah, he's still... Because, people nowadays, they will judge you by what's hot. If can you make what's hot? I would do it so they could see that they could catch their attention. But when you go to my library, you could see I'm doing other things.
Very versatile, too.
I don't really try to do one thing, because that, like, I remember when I went to music school, but I didn't graduate though. That's the one I told you. I went to Mercy College for music. Like, they have a music program there, and I remember the professor was saying that if you want to eat in the music industry, you got to be able to do everything. Trying to, like, don't just do that one type of beat, because I know there's a lot of producers out there, I'm not gonna say no name, that's really hot, but when I listen to their beats, it sounds the same.
It sounds the same.
That's the same beat you keep making, but like, each sounds a little different, but it's the same style. But I never want to be in that box.
Gotcha.
I could make reggaeton, I could make like R&B, I could make that drill, that new drill that's popping. I could make it too. Like,
I can do that.
You want to go back in time, give you some sample or whatever, like you want to feel like a Biggie, whatever type beat, Tupac, I could make that too, because I want, that's the type of producer that I am. I want to like be like different, and I want to, and also I could, and at the same time I create music, my own sound too, where I would sample my culture. Like Haiti, I would sample Haiti and make a beat that's like, you know, and I merge it with the Americans, it would sound like that's me. And one thing about me too, like, I really like gangster rap. So I was growing, like, that was the area I grew up, and, you know, like, my beats be like, sometimes the beats that's really me, they would sound really gangster. Like, like you was like a gangster that like would talk his stuff, like talk this crazy, like, you know, that's me. I like gangster rap, so my beats that's really me would sound really gangster and very up tempo. Yeah. You have to rap really like hard.
No, that's interesting. Like, Jada's question was kind of similar to what I was gonna ask, because you started this in, like you said, 2005, like early 2000s, and now here we are almost 20 years later, and you've seen the way the industry has changed in terms of production. You know, you have like the 808s and like now trap drums are like a thing and everything like that. So it's like, do you like the way that things have been going so far, or like do you feel like there's a classic way to really make a beat? Like,
well, music, like right now though, is going, like, I feel like music will never stay the same.
Yeah.
Like, that's the same thing. That's the same thing. Like your grandpa was saying when hip hop started. So, like, they hated this. Yeah. Because it's new. So like the younger generation is gonna always be for it because it's kind of made for them, because that's what they just see. They didn't know the past. Yeah. I enjoy the music now to a certain extent. Like not everybody. I won't listen to everybody, but like if that music touched me, I don't care what you're saying. If it if
you feel it,
if I feel it, as long as I feel it, I'm for it. I don't really care what you make, what is it, if I feel it. So to really answer your question, I feel like right now music is like, the way it's going right now, it's going that way because of technology. It's because of technology. It's just like you could create so much more with technology now. Like the computer is doing all the processing for you, so you could create like some very extreme drum pattern that you couldn't be able to do back in the day. So it's more like the technology. That's basically what it is.
Do you think that takes away from the art or adds to it?
It all depends. It all depends. It all depends on what you're looking for. So it makes the art a lot easier. Okay. So to create, you could create a lot easier now. So you could make like probably 10 beats in a day, but back then you could still do it back in the days. It's probably gonna be a lot harder. But now it makes it easier, and I feel like some people now they just not patient. They just want to release. They just want to release. We just want to get it out. Yeah. They don't plan it, because that's one thing I told my artists that I work with. You gotta plan everything. Because I like to plan stuff. You know, I like to play. So if you don't plan, like basic stuff, those are basic things you learn in high school. Planning, like you do, like when you're writing an essay, you gotta like the rough draft. You gotta outline. Yeah, outline. You do that, and until you get the final product. And now people just want to like, we're gonna get it out. It's done. It's done. I'm like, you gotta plan it. You gotta create a strategy, and then like you will probably fail. You're probably not gonna make it all the time, but at least you have a principle that for success. So if you follow that plan, you would most likely succeed. Yeah. That's what I believe in. So you guys watching this, like, plan your stuff. Don't try to release it. No, have a plan. Just because you think, oh, it's hot, it's gonna be, and then you're gonna be disappointed later, just because you didn't plan it right. Okay, it's hot. Okay, what I'm gonna do to get the people to really feel it? That's what I usually do. I just try to like understand the market I'm trying to throw the song at. So if I want to make a song that's like really, like you saying, the trend right now. Okay, so I'm gonna follow the trends. Okay, they're doing TikTok videos. Okay, let's do that too. So let's do that too, and then add a little twist to it, and then we could stand out a little bit more. So that's basically what it is. But I don't feel like it's taking anything away from the art. You could still, as long as you create from your hard, it's still, you're still gonna feel it.
Right.
I
You
like
just
that.
you just gotta make sure you put your time into it. If you wanna get you. Even back in the day, if you want to make something trash, it's gonna come out trash. But if you make
Some of the
something,
trash stuff be fire now.
Some
Like,
of
dudes
them.
like the
But not
world
really
love
do.
trash stuff now.
nah, it's not about the trash. It's not the word love trash. It's just like most of the time, it still make him feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Make him laugh. If it's
Yeah.
it makes you laugh, you still laugh. You still give him the
It
place.
still gives some type of emotion
So
or
it
something.
still give you an emotion. Like you could,
I get
oh,
it.
this I'm laughing at it. This is funny to me. Some of the songs are like, oh, it's funny. Like you just, oh my god. And then plus nowadays, how the music work is just the music industry is like the song like you think that's trash or it's popping is because the people behind them got a lot of money. To put it
Right.
in your face
Yeah, that is
to
true.
make you like it. So there's a lot of songs out there that I don't like. My partner will tell you this. He experienced it all the time. But the radio plays so much. You put it on. You go on Instagram.
That's
it's
that
there.
Singing
payola.
it.
That's that payola.
You
That's
on
what it is.
you on
Oh,
Instagram,
yeah.
it's there.
That's that
You on
payola.
TikTok, it's there. So now you have no choice but to start singing it to. You
It's
start.
catchy.
I swear to God, the other day, right? I won't. Sometimes I get lost in the black hole of Instagram. I'm just scrolling. It happens, but I try not to do it often. So I put a timer on my Instagram. I only spend 1 hour a day. I'm not. And that thing tell me 1 hour. 1 hour is up. I turn it off. But I was lost on Instagram. There's this song out there now that's popping. But it was every time I swipe up, going up,
kept
it still
hearing
kept
it?
coming. I swear, I kid you
I feel
not.
like I know what's.
That hours and hours.
Now I'm not gonna say what. I kid you not. I went to bed. I'm sleeping. That thing
That
was
one-
playing in my head.
No, that's how I feel about TikTok. Like I
No.
can't
I
get it out of my head.
I swear, I was sleeping and that song was playing. I'm like, oh god, I'm sleeping. I'm having dreams. It's a song. In my head. I'm like, oh, they got me. I got.
Yeah. No, because that's how I feel about hours and hours. Like I don't care about that song. She's not saying anything in it. And then one day, yours, mine. I'm like, God damn it. Shit.
But that's the goal. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So,
That's what you want.
I read a
Like,
tweet that said she's having a boot up moment.
I'm telling you, like you don't like. Remember,
Yeah.
She's having a boot up moment.
so how back in the day, you have to go to this because I remember one time. I don't know if what's that store called? You have to go to the store and you scan the CDs so you could listen to the sample. What's
Oh,
the name of that?
FYE?
Yeah, there's a store, but there's a store to Barnes and Noble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go to
you ever
Barnes
do
and
that,
Noble.
Barnes and Noble?
Yeah, they had that back in the
I didn't know
day.
that.
You go to Barnes and
They
Noble.
had the little kiosk thing set up on the wall.
Yeah,
there was a whole CD
go,
section.
you check it out. That's how you go look for the songs, and I like it. You'll buy the CD, but now they just like put it in your face so much, and you have no choice. I ain't gonna lie to you. They got me a couple times. Actually, I'm working out. I'm like, let me put it on. I'll work out. to
No.
it. They caught me. I'm like, let me put it on. I just work out.
Before we wrap up, so there's one question that I dying to know. So
Okay.
every time we have an artist on the show, we always ask them who are like their top 5 artists to work with or like who they want to work with. So instead of asking you that, I want to ask you, what are your top 5 best produced albums?
Ooh.
Best produced album.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1, The Chronic by Dr. Dre.
Facts.
The Chronic by Dr. I'll say best. Not say 50. Get Rich or Die Trying was best produced too, but I'll go with that's 2. Third one. Okay. Late Registration. Kanye
Okay, because
West.
I was waiting
I
for
was
it.
waiting for it. I'm like, you
Wait.
gotta go Kanye.
I was waiting
Actually,
for
I was
it.
expecting him to say 808s and Heartbreak.
No. This one is good too. I like the sound, but
Yeah.
I gotta give you another Kanye in there too. My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Great
This
album.
one was well
Absolutely.
produced. Okay. Let's go with Blueprint, the first one. I like the production in that one too. And if we're going a little bit different, trying to go different route, like a different. So I was like in New York right now, New York, like Chicago. Let's see if I could go a little bit more LA or
Down south. You ain't say no down
Let's
south.
go down south. Let's see what we got. Outkast.
Okay.
Oh.
Outkast. That which one? The one with the double disc. What do you call that one?
Oh, fucking
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, the one with double disc. This one was well produced too. Damn, there's a lot though. I could go on and on.
I can do this for hours.
I could do this for a while. Like, well produced album. Yeah, you could tell. Now I know when an album is well produced.
Yeah.
There's not albums outside. I'm like, nah, you didn't spend a lot of time with this.
Yeah.
It's still end up a hit though. I don't know, but I'm like, nah.
You could tell.
I could tell like they rush it. And so how many did I give you right now? 5?
That was 5.
That was all.
We're good.
That was
So we're
5.
good.
That was okay.
All
That's
right.
a good list. I like that list.
I definitely like
I
that
like
list
that
a
list.
lot.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say, like, it was definitely a pleasure having
I wish we had more time, but you said you coming back.
Yeah, so we got endless amount of time when you come back.
No, I'm coming back.
This was definitely very fun and interesting and different.
Facts.
Different. Definitely enjoyed
so
it.
it was really fun.
Okay. So can you just shout out, like, you know, like your projects, your names, anybody that you want to shout out before we close it up?
Yeah, just want to tell you guys my album, The Art by MACK H.D. The Art, okay? Check it out. You know, it's available on all platforms. It's on YouTube, whatever. And follow me on Instagram, Twitter, MACK H.D. And I would like to give a shout out to all the artists that worked on the project with me. Ogasilachi, #1, you know what I'm saying? Isolated, Poetry, Lil Sebi, you know, everybody on the album. And I would like to thank, of course, my partner, you know, Sheila over there, you know. That's my partner at EMA Records. We're doing it big, and thank you guys, you know.
Thank you.
You guys are definitely cool, man. I really love it. I might come back here every week.
You really gotta come back.
When I come back, we gotta come up with a subject. We're gonna talk about like straight.
Oh, you want to do a table talk?
Yeah. Because we could get into that.
Oh, say less. Say less.
Yeah, like
I feel like you got some experience. You know, you could maybe teach us some things.
Yeah,
okay.
Say less.
So we definitely gonna do that. This is Illest Girls Next Up, baby. We'll see y'all
MACK
next
HD.
time.
Bye.
Later.